Good morning. I'm sitting indoors with the door out to the track because it's actually quite cold. And I've got new spikes. I haven't had a pair of spikes for so long, and I actually came in yesterday and said to her, I can wear spikes on the track, can't I? I said, this is a silly question because it's so long since I've worn spikes on the track. Beautiful spikes. Oh, and we went to see the film Air on Sunday, which was fabulous, or Saturday. I enjoyed it very much, Nadia enjoyed it very much. But they say in the film, I didn't know if this is true or not, might be a joke, who knows, but the Nike swoosh, the Just Do It, was before people went to be electrocuted, and they went, just do it. I don't feel like I'm going to be electrocuted, but I'm just going to do it. This is week 3 of 400s. Here I am, Battersea track. Wearing socks, I didn't used to wear socks with spikes, but as I've never ever worn them before, I think that this time I'll wear socks, but I used to always wear spikes without socks. So I think once these are worn in, once I've worn them loads, I'll take the socks off, but luckily they have the skinny winny socks. So here we are. This is very exciting. Long time since I've put spikes on my feet. Off we go. So I'm just going to do some strides. I've been talking to a nice man who I was here last time, 2 weeks ago, so we obviously have a same sort of routine. Also, I was going to do these yesterday, but this is again just to know that to be consistent with training, we listen to the body. And my body yesterday was like, I'm not quite ready for intervals, so I waited till today. Feels amazing. That feels like I'm flying. That was like a quote from the Air film. Air, Michael Jordan. He was flying. I felt like I was flying. We'll see when I do the 400s, but these are my strides to warm up. 've dared to take my top off because it is getting warmer and it just feels very nice. And I realise I am advertising Lululemon. I realise I have Lululemon top and Lululemon leggings and Nike shoes. Modelled by Julia. Run with Julia. $134. Start the recovery. Wings on my feet, body quite not ready. I set off feeling amazing, and then coming down the back straight I thought uh-oh, and so I slowed a bit. And I went through 245, which would obviously be 130, which is 6-minute mile pace. And my fitness isn't ready for my feet. $138. just started again for the recovery. And I was reflecting, really pay for going off too fast. I think people do it in races a lot. I've done it in races a lot in the past. Recently, I haven't been fast enough to be able to do it. As I get faster, I'm gonna have to watch it, because that first one, my 134, I found the 138, I was more circumspect, but a bit harder. And I was reflecting on what remains my best ever 800, and I was aiming for sub 210. And as we came down the first lap, the bell goes ding-a-ling-a-ling, or however bells go, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, not drrr, and I heard the timekeeper go 60, 61. I was like, ah, and then I paid and I ran 2:11. So I obviously went 61 and then I did a 70. 'll take my shop block out to speak. Shop blocks. Advert for shop blocks now. I swear by shop blocks. They're amazing little blocks of energy. But I won't speak with it in my mouth. 136. So I gathered myself by being circumspect on the second one. I managed to kind of regroup, ready for more of an effort on that one. So far, 134, 138, 136, so an average of 136 with quick maths. My body has so much memory in it, so much muscle memory, and back in the day I used to do this session around 60, 1, 2, so each 400 was around 60 to 64 seconds. So my body remembers that, and my 19-year-old Julia remembers that. 25-year-old, I was probably running that as well, and it's very lovely. It just goes, oh, we can do that, and it feels amazing. It feels the same, to be quite honest, half a minute slower. 136. Oh, so I will look at you. Average of 136. Huge improvement. Last time I was here, just 2 weeks ago, I averaged 139. That's massive, massive improvement. I think the spikes have helped. I also, as I've said before, thank you so much. 94 subscribers now. Thank you so much for running with me. Such fun doing it with you, and as I said in my video at the weekend, I'm much more motivated when I'm sharing and coaching than I am just doing it for me. I've never been a kind of ego runner. I've always been a kind of out there runner, if that makes sense. I think I'm centered in self, very centered in self, which is why I look after myself and why I'm disciplined and can do all the things that you need to be consistent. But like my orientation is that of giving and sharing with you and other people, and that's been my life's work really. So with no question, this channel hopefully is helping you, but it's also helping me. what we give out, we receive. What we give to others, we receive without question. So, yeah, it's what is the word, the quote in the Bible: "Do unto others as you would unto yourself." But there's reap what we sow. But there's another one: what we do to others, we do to ourselves. There, it's all a bit convoluted at the end of 400, but I think you might get the message. Thank you. Nadi's just put his thumb up, because now's my little bit. If you've loved this video, put the love up, the thumb up. If you'd like more of these, press the bell, or you'd like to know when there's more. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and we'll see what we can do. So that was a wonderful experience. I really loved it. And one of the things I think is so important is that we always stay very, very present and don't get caught up in stories about, our age or our, anything that could be limiting, basically. No limiting stories. We don't want limiting stories, because there's a lot. If we listen, lots of people have limits in their language. And anything's possible, because my body's responding, and who knows what's possible. And I think that for all of you, just do it. Oh, I'm being nasty. I'm not being paid by Nike, but just go and do it. Look after yourself. As we go a journey together, I will give lots of information about how to look after ourselves, because obviously our body is our vehicle, and it's vital that we look after it. But who knows what's possible for any of us.